Family members of the victim confronting a man charged with brutally beating an 80-year-old Kentwood woman. 24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgie was in court when the suspect appeared before the family and the judge. He's at the live desk with more on this. Joe?
Brian, Betty Osterhaus' son tells me despite the severe beating, his mother is doing quite well at this point. Police say the beating was by a man released from prison less than 4 months ago.
You do not deserve any parole ever.
Judges generally give crime victims and their families a chance to speak to the person believed responsible for the crime at sentencing after the person is either convicted or pleads guilty. But in this case, the judge let Betty Osterhaus' family talk directly to the accused during his video arraignment.
You are not a member of society that needs to ever pursue the streets again.
46-year-old Randall Lockney is charged with 5 counts, including torture, home invasion, armed robbery, fleeing and eluding police, and cutting the phone line to the victim's home. 80-year-old Betty Osterhaus thought she recognized the man who allegedly came to her door Monday morning claiming car trouble, and with good reason. Police believe Lockney was on a crew working on her home's roof earlier in the summer. She opened the door. He forced his way in. But the woman, who does 250 sit-ups each day, fought back, at one point biting the suspect's finger or hand.
She fought hard. She bit him, and they wrestled with a kitchen knife on the floor in a pool of blood.
Today, cleaning crews were at the home. Jim Osterhaus says the fight left a half-inch of blood on his mother's kitchen floor. The beating knocked out Betty Osterhaus' teeth. Despite that, Jim Osterhaus says his mother's been able to tell them much of what happened. And a neurologist told the family her brain seems to be functioning normally.
She's recovering quite well from a savage beating she took, you know. I mean, her face and head was unrecognizable.
We checked Lockney's criminal record. It's a long one. Assault with a dangerous weapon, writing bad checks, stealing cars, escaping from police, and breaking and entering, all happening between 1980 and 2006. That B&E earned Lockney a 1-year, 11-month to 10-year prison stay. But he was paroled in May after serving just over 3 years. The state says there was no early release, that his time served was typical of someone doing time on a similar conviction. That's not good enough for Jim Osterhaus.
I never want to see you in society again.
Now, if Lockney is convicted, the family will probably get their wish. He is looking at up to life in prison.